From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. As much as 30% of the buildings in Jasper, Alberta are no more, following a voracious fire. Mayor Richard Ireland says more than 300 structures have been destroyed, and most of those losses are in the west side of the community. He says only the hospital, emergency services building, 2 schools, the activity center, and wastewater treatment plant were left uncharred.
The rebuild could take years, but it feels a bit like a turning point, and devastating as the news will be, I am relieved that we are at a point where we can start giving detailed information very shortly.
Ireland says it's not yet safe for people to return home as the fires continue to burn. The federal government says more crews and equipment are on their way. Meanwhile, next door in British Columbia, firefighters say they have been helped in recent days by rain and cooler temperatures. Kim Wright, the fire information officer with the Southeast Fire Center, says hotter than normal temperatures are expected to return to the region very soon.
While we are, experiencing a brief reprieve from the significant and aggressive fire conditions that we had over the last week, and specifically the 24th, we are expecting this pattern of cooler, more humid conditions to not last for more than a day or two.
The BC Wildfire Service is reporting more than 400 active blazes across the province, and 54% of them are considered out of control. South of the border now, where former U.S. President Donald Trump continues to sharpen his attacks against the woman who appears to be on track to becoming the new Democratic presidential nominee.
In former President Trump's attacks on Vice President Kamala Harris,
she was a bum 3 weeks ago.
He's repeatedly mispronouncing Kamala.
They were explaining to me, you can say Kamala, you can say Kamala. I said, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter what I say. I couldn't care less.
In her 2016 bid for Senate, Harris had this advertisement with children on how to properly say her name.
It's not Kamala. It's not Kamala. It's Kamala.
Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Utah officials have denied clemency to a man who is set to be executed for the 1998 killing of his girlfriend's mother. Taboron Dave Honey is scheduled to die by lethal injection August 8th. He had asked the state parole board to commute his sentence to life in prison, saying he was intoxicated at the time and would not have killed Claudia Ben had he been in his right mind. Honey's lawyers expressed disappointment at the decision, saying he's no longer the same person. And finally, an update from California, where the state's largest active fire, the Park Fire, has exploded in size, growing rapidly thanks to bone-dry fuel. Thousands of homes have been threatened, even as firefighters are scrambling to meet the danger. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the home confines of TD Place Stadium have been very kind to the Ottawa Redblacks, who have a 4-0 record when playing host this season, including Friday night's decisive 33-6 win over the Calgary Stampeders. Now, the Redblacks improved to 5-2 and are off to their best CFL start ever after 7 games. Ernie Clement's bases-loaded single in the 9th inning gave the Toronto Blue Jays a walk-off 6-5 win in the series opener against the Texas Rangers. The win was Toronto's 3rd in 7 starts since the MLB All-Star break, and it halted the Rangers' 5-game win streak. And finally, visiting CF Montreal surrendered 3 goals in the first half en route to a 4-1 setback against Orlando City Soccer Club in the group stage opener of the 2024 Leagues Cup. Joseph Martinez scored in the 69th minute for CF Montreal to prevent the shutout. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.